I'm here with Kevin Rose from Digg, and here's his question for Steve Jobs and Bill Gates.
If you were to switch roles and be in charge of each other's companies, what would you do?
That's a great question.
We ready?
Yes, we're ready. This is Hans-Peter Bromo from Plum, who I think is great, and he has a question for Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
So first, I'd ask them, why aren't they running scared from Facebook? Facebook's opening up the web with all 22 million people as an application platform. That's number one.
Okay.
And number two is asking Gates on behalf of Steve, Gates, why can't you get OSS out when Steve can churn them on a weekly basis?
Okay, great question. Thanks. Okay, we're here with Julie Hannah Ferris, who is a great entrepreneur around Silicon Valley, done a lot of companies. Julie, what would be your question for Bill Gates and Steve Jobs?
My question is, how is open source impacting your business models and influencing the way that you develop software going forward? And I have a similar question with respect to web-delivered apps and rich internet applications. How are they going to change the technology and the architecture for the Office suite and the operating system?
Great question. Thanks. Okay, we're here with Jim Breyer, who's a big investor in Facebook from Excel Partners. What question would you ask Bill Gates and Steve Jobs?
This is a question for Steve. Steve, when you were on the cover of Time in 1982, I was a Stanford student. I sent you a resume. You actually forwarded it on, and that was my first summer and part-time job I've ever had at Apple, back in the launch of the Mac. And back then, Apple embraced startups like no other company in the Valley. I want to know what's happened. Why can't we, as young companies, Facebook and other startups, find ways to deeply integrate and work with Apple?
Great question. Thanks, Jim. Okay, this is Owen Van Natta, CEO of Facebook, here at his platform launch. What would you ask Steve Jobs and Bill Gates?
The question everyone here wants to know is, when are you guys going to build an application on the Facebook platform?
Yeah, I'm sure that's their question. Everyone's asking that.
That's the buzz in the whole audience.
Right.
Kara, you know, they've asked you this as well. They're all out there wondering. Can we get an answer to this question, please?
I will
Everyone wants to know.
I will try my hardest.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. Bye.